Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Nemy.trades, and today I'm just gonna take you guys through what I normally go through before I do decide to enter trades. How I break down my strategy, how I utilize everything so that it gives me the clearest picture of what the market is currently doing as I can possibly get. So now we're just trying to get the buys. I'll just show you a little something that I'm working on. So this would be for everyone who is interested in joining. And on top of the videos that I will be using, you have these PDFs, which basically encapsulates everything that I do within my strategy, all the way from the terms to the strategy, as well as simplified versions of what you'd need to look for within a specific trading environment. VND NQ lot size. This would be something that I don't think will be public, but it's nothing too complicated or too secretive. I mean, you can basically see what it's about from here. But going to what we need to get into now, have the buys. So how to find the buys. So you'd start on the weekly and the daily, and you try and see if the market is either in an uptrend, downtrend, or if it's in consolidation. So now let's get to that. Bruh. That's cool too. Alright. So we see now on the weekly time frame that the market has been going in an uptrend, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down. It is steady though, so it's picking up enough liquidity while still continuing up. But now, what I'm thinking from here is that it's going to actually retest back onto this market structure shift, which is also on this FEG. So most likely I'll be looking for entries on the 50% or the Fibonacci 6 or the Fibonacci 60%. You know what? On the 50% of the FEG or on the 60% of the Fib. Simple. But that's on a higher time frame. I do believe that after it does hit here, it will most likely go back into this specific area, then continue on to the downside as it goes into this order block here to essentially just collect more liquidity. But for now, we see that it is going into the downside, and we'll just have to monitor and see how far it goes. So on the daily time frame, what we have here is essentially a classic pattern that's going on. Big candle, red opposite candle. So after this might become another big candle. But that will remain to be seen. At the same time, after it did that, the open is up there, the close is the bottom here. Because now it went all the way down, ticked back here. So there's a huge possibility that it's going to just continue from the into the upside from here. I'm not sure how far, but obviously we'll just target accordingly. So on the 4 hour, it is also confirming that since it has reached this level where I placed my last trade, went all the way down here. Essentially, if I was to have an entry, this would be an ideal one. But it will remain to be seen if it will continue from the upside here, or if it'll just wake out here and then continue to the upside. Because by the looks of this, it looks like it's just gonna make that classic pattern one more time. Big candle, opposite candle, big candle. So that's just what I'm seeing is built. Most likely we'll do that till it fakes a break and then continue back up. But that will remain to be seen. For now, we do not place entries in the middle of the support and resistance zones. Okay. So now it's going to continue to the downside, but obviously, our, since our bias has now shifted from looking for sells to buys, then we would obviously be looking to enter on the 50% or on the 60 fib. But I haven't yet confirmed anything of this. This is just the 4 hour analysis. Alright, so yeah, so the one I was just confirming what I was saying. Here's an order block here, so which means that it will be difficult for it to actually come down here. And if you see on the higher time frame, especially, so it's still continuing to the downside. All the way from there. Yes, it did go all the way up here, all the way down there, and essentially this is supposed to be continuing to the upside. But if it continues to the downside, it might just wick inside here, right? Once it wicks inside here, because there's just so much liquidity within this area, and basically it just needs to be mitigated. So now I might just go from here back up there, or it might just break down there, head to this one, head to this specific one, and then continue to the upside. But for now, we'll just see what it does. So on the 30-minute, yeah, it's basically showing us it continuing to the downside once more. Nice volume imbalance right here. So most likely it might just come back here to go back down here, or might just bleed down. But it can never be. I don't think this area will create a new weak open gap. If it does, then that would be insane. But let's just see what it does. So now, on the 50-minute, okay, it's showing us that it's basically continuing to the downside. So on the short term, favoring shorts to those specific points, but it's already entered in those areas and is now continuing to that downside. So there still should be some more momentum when the week opens. Let's just see. Let's just see. Yeah, and I guess that's it. So now, to just go back all the way here, just to show you guys. Yeah, just to show you guys. Bruh. Okay. Okay. On a weekly time frame, what did we see? Was it an uptrend, downtrend, or was it in consolidation? The weekly was in an uptrend, long term, but a short term downtrend. just trying to simplify this. Mark out levels on the 4 hour. Those levels were marked. No, wait, what am I saying? This is the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, still seeing what the bias is. Since we said that it was a long-term buy, short-term sell, we see here that price wants to continue from the upside from here, but still needs to actually break past this level here. So until it does that, it is still in a downtrend. Each one, refine levels. Okay, those levels were refined. The support and resistance that I placed, as it is at the time. The support and resistance are placed to show the key levels that market is stuck in, that the market is stuck in, and we'll just see what happens from here. So that's how you get the bias, and then everything else you just be trying to enter essentially. So weekly, daily, 4 hour, hourly, you would be checking out the overall scene, 30 minute to 15, looking for entries.